batting .279. Wyatt Hensler at third base will bat second in the order. Little surprise, Jace Laviolette, who was injured in an earlier game with a hit-by-pitch, broke a pinky, or rather ring finger. Jace Laviolette going to be in the lineup tonight as the DH, the junior, batting .256. Bear Harrison behind the plate catching will bat cleanup. Gavin Cash will be at first base batting fifth. Ben Royo at second base in the sixth hole. Terrence Keel, the second in center field, will bat seventh. Jamal George in right field will bat eighth. And Sawyer Farr will be in left field batting ninth. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 42-13 on the season. They finished SEC play 19-11. Derek Curiel, the phenomenal freshman atop the order, plays left field. Jared Jones at first base will bat second. Daniel Dickinson will be at second base batting third. Followed by Ethan Fry, the cleanup hitter, the DH. Luis Hernandez behind the plate catching, moving up to bat fifth. Jake Brown in the lineup in right field will bat sixth. Stephen Milam, the shortstop, in the seventh hole. Michael Braswell, the third, batting eighth at third base. And Chris Stanfield rounds out the order. He's your Tigers center fielder. That's the starting lineup. That means first pitch coming up. 14 seed Texas A&M, the 3 seed LSU, coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it's miserable outside, you will be comfortable inside with an energy-efficient Trane air conditioning and heating system found at TraneSouth.com. Trane's a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Trust Trane to lower your utility bills and save you money. It's hard to stop a Trane, but it's easy to afford one. At TraneSouth.com, find rebates, tax credits, special financing, and a reliable Trane dealer, subject to credit approval. Visit TraneSouth.com for details.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Live coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Indeed, here we are, Friday night, SEC Tournament, ready to go. Kate Anderson delivers the first pitch. It's a fastball for a strike, and we are underway. Time of first pitch, 6:46 Central Time. Anderson facing Caden Kent, the shortstop for A&M, and the 0-1, a swing and a miss, and quickly Anderson ahead, 0-2, back-to-back fastballs at 93 and 94 miles per hour. The Tigers will, with 2 strikes, now shift the defense to the right side of the diamond, to the left-handed hitting Kent. He'll try to go opposite field, but foul this one high in the air and out of play. Time now for the game day weather report, brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. If you get a whole home generator from AccuTemp, keep the power in your hands. Here in Hoover, it's been absolutely a gorgeous day. There's a swing and a miss on the 0-2, and pitch got away from Hernandez, but he'll throw down to Jones, and Kate Anderson starts off on the right foot, Bill, with a strikeout, and there's one gone here in the top of the first. Again, 78 degrees at time of first pitch. Not a cloud in the sky, blue skies and sunshine. And before we're done tonight, Bill, probably going to still be in the low 70s. And you can't beat that for a late May SEC tournament.
I mean, the atmosphere is just electric here, just a tremendous crowd.
So with one down, Wyatt Hensler, the third baseman, a right-hander, stands in. First delivery, missing with a fastball is Anderson, and it's 1-0.
And this is definitely as close to the College World Series as you're going to get as far as crowd and intensity.
Foul ball sent back just right of us, and it evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, no doubt about it. There have to be conference tournaments all over the country that turn this game on and go, wow. Grandstands are full. They've added new seating out in right field behind the wall. It's shoulder to shoulder. Here's a swing and a miss on a changeup, and it's 1-2 now to Hensler.
Well, Kate Anderson had a very strong outing against Texas A&M just 3 weeks ago when the regular season was not involved in the decision of the game 1 in that series, but did record 12 strikeouts in 6 innings.
There's a swing and a miss. And Kate Anderson with back-to-back Ks, and there's 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. got tonight's recipe for success brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue. You heard Bill talk about it. Coach Jay Johnson saying, hey, it's great. We were able to have Kate Anderson ready to go on a Friday night, keep him on that regular schedule, but probably going to see him go 5-6 innings if he can be efficient. So far, so good. First delivery, strike on the inside corner off speed, and it's 0-1 to Jace Laviolette. Maybe the biggest surprise prior to tonight's game was Laviolette in the lineup, opting to have him as a DH after taking that hit by pitch on a check swing on the ring finger. Again, it did not look good yesterday. Laviolette able to tape it up. And he'll bat from the left side. He's behind in the count 0-2 as Kate Anderson fires. Called strike 3 with a fastball on the outer half. Laviolette down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, all by Kate. Strikes out the side. Great start for Kate Anderson. We played a half inning, no score. Tigers coming to the plate when we return. Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson. Live coverage of the SEC tournament right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
Live coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Miles Patton on the bump, the junior left-hander for Texas A&M, going to face the top of the order for LSU, comes to the plate for the first time here in the SEC tournament. What a start, Bill, by Kate Anderson. I think one piece of contact, a foul ball, was all Texas A&M was able to muster as he strikes out the side. There in the top of the first inning, Kate Anderson, without question, ready to go.
Well, he looked as sharp as he has all year. I think he's definitely adrenalized, as Skip Herman used to say, by this crowd, which is certainly, I'd say, 95% in favor of the Tigers right now.
So we'll see Derek Curiel. Curiel, the freshman, came to the SEC All-Freshman team. My pick for Freshman of the Year. But nobody listens to me. First pitch to Curiel. Going to be a strike from Patton, and it's 0-1. Curiel coming into the tournament, batting .344. Lefty on lefty, and the pitch inside at the belt. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Curiel, one of the few weekends he struggled was on that trip to Bryan College Station. He went 1 for 12 against the Aggies. Here's the 1-1. Foul back into the screen. That'll get Patton ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now they'll move Hensler, the third baseman, across the diamond. He'll line up right of second base. They'll leave Caden Kemp, the shortstop, the lone infielder, to the left side, although Curiel, a very good opposite field hitter.
You remember that Texas A&M started 3 lefties in that series, and Curiel has had some difficulty with lefties at times.
Patton starts the wind. Here's the 1-2. And again, sent back foul. Curiel just misses it. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Texas A&M pitching was excellent in that series 3 weeks ago. Ryan Prager and Justin Lampkin, their 1 and 2 starters, pitched well in that series and pitched well again here in this tournament. They've been the winning pitchers in the Aggies' 2 victories so far, and now they're down to number 3, Patton.
Here's the 1-2. And Curiel tried to lay back, but he fouls it down the third base line into the seats, out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter Derek Curiel. Patton again fires the 1-2, and again Curiel spoiled the fastball, foul it back. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's one of those signature Derek Curiel at-bats that we saw through much of the season. He really makes the pitcher work. This will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat from Patton.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Aggie left-hander fires. And Curiel delivers a base hit. Down the line, it's fair. Right field way. Curiel around first. He's on his way into second. Nobody at home. And he will have a leadoff double. Curiel with double. Number 16 on the year, and a great start for the Tigers offensively.
Wow, that is great to see for LSU. Curiel, the last few weeks, hasn't been quite as productive as he was through much of the season, especially against left-handed pitching, but that was a superb at-bat. Fouled off several 0-2 pitches, and then gets one to his liking and drills it into right field for a double.
That'll get Jared Jones to the plate. Jones leading the team with 19 home runs. Got Curiel down at second, nobody out. Just underway here in the bottom of the first inning. First delivery off speed but missed low, and it's 1-0 to Jones. Tigers dressed in their purple jerseys, white pants, purple pinstripe, traditional LSU purple lids. A&M going with the maroon jerseys, gray pants, and maroon stripe down the leg. Patton's pitch to Jones. Up and in. Misses for ball 2.
Jared Jones in the regular season against the Aggies was 3 for 13. He had a double and a home run, drove in 1 run with that solo homer.
2-0 the count to the Tiger right-hander. Pitch. Jared with a strong swing, but fouls it back behind the plate, and it's 2-1.
You may remember Jared had a tremendous SEC tournament here last year, hit 4 home runs here in Hoover, helping to lead the Tigers all the way to the championship game where the Tigers dropped a 4-3 decision to Tennessee.
2 balls, 1 strike to the big bopper, Jared Jones. Curiel with a leadoff second. Patton fires, and a late swing and a foul down the first base line by Jones will even the count 2-2. You can tell by the crowd, Chris Guillotte already in postseason form. He's got the Tiger fans whipped up into a frenzy here in the bottom of the first inning.
Jared in the tournament here last year had 4 home runs and 8 RBI.
Runner at second, nobody out. The 2-2. Fastball missed inside. That'll fill the count.
Jones hit 3 home runs in the series last weekend at South Carolina, which concluded the regular season.
Here's the payoff delivery. Jones swings and a bouncer foul down the third base line. Keeps it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fans join MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation. And they're a proud partner of LSU athletics. Jones taking a little time here. Steps back in from the right side of the plate. Another payoff delivery upcoming from Miles Patton. He kicks and fires. Outside, missing ball 4. So, Jared Jones now aboard. Runners first and second, nobody out, bottom of the first. We'll see Daniel Dickinson.
Another great at bat for the Tigers. First two hitters on base, the double by Curiel, and Jones showing a lot of patience and drawing a walk. He's been exceptional at that over the past two seasons, and that sets the table now for Dickinson.
So now with runners first and second, Patton going to turn, toss back to Royo at second base. Curiel, not a big lead, he just stepped off the bag, so easily back. Daniel Dickinson, .335 hitter on the year, 45 runs batted in. He shows bunt and he fouls at third base side. That'll start him off 0-1.
It's great to see that Daniel was recognized by the SEC coaches for his play this year, voted second team All-SEC. In fact, LSU had 6 players combined on the first and second All-SEC teams, the most among any school in the conference.
Bunt third base side. Going to be picking it up as Hensler, and his throw is to first. Dickinson does advance the runners with the sac bunt. Tigers now with one out, have runners second and third.
Good execution that time by Dickinson, giving arguably the Tigers' most consistent hitter over the past few weeks, Ethan Fry, a chance to drive home some runs.
So now Fry at the plate. And the first pitch. Fastball, but outside for ball one.
Again, Patton against the Tigers 3 weeks ago, 6 innings, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, walked 2, struck out 6. Gave up 2 doubles and a homer in that game.
Dickinson swings, puts this high in the air, down the line, foul territory, right field way, but it gets behind the screen and onto the berm. And the youngsters will fight for a souvenir. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ethan Fry. Coach Johnson has talked really all season, but certainly over the last month and a half, about how important Ethan has been to this offensive lineup for LSU. His consistency, as you just pointed out, Bill.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball, but inside, make it 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's what's really surprising. I mean, you see his stature. You see what he does when he swings, gets a hold of a baseball. You know there's plenty of power, but Jay really has complimented 2 things. 1, his ability to make contact. And number 2, his speed. That surprises a lot of opponents. Here's the 2-1. That one going to miss high above the letters. Now a hitter's count for Fry, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike with a runner second and third and 1 out.
Jay Johnson has just raved about Ethan Fry, really his entire career here. He is a superb athlete, had to battle through injury last year, but he's been at 100% this year, and he's producing some fantastic results.
Patton's 3-1 delivery. Swung on, high in the air to right field. Going back, Jamal George, he's on the track. He's got some room, leaps up, but he can't hold on. Comes out of the mitt. That'll score Curiel. They're going to wave. Nope, they'll hold up Jones. Initially told him to come in, but smart move. Josh Jordan, third base coach, saw the great throw by George. He held him up, but the Tigers take a 1-0 lead on a high fly ball to right field. And I got to believe Jamal George was trying to navigate where the fence was, Bill, as well as the sun. He had the shades down, but just hit the heel of the glove, and he thought he had it, but didn't.
Yeah, he was dealing with the proximity of the fence and the sun out in right field. And it does appear they will give Ethan credit for a double. So RBI double for Fry as he continues to swing a very hot bat.
That'll get Luis Hernandez to the plate with the Tigers taking a 1-0 lead. Still just 1 out, runners second and third. After the RBI double off the bat of Ethan Fry.
Fry now with 10 doubles on the year for the Tigers.
Jones at third, Ethan at second base. Hernandez at the plate with a 1-0 count. Patton's pitch, ground ball towards the shortstop, Kent. He'll look the runner back to second, now throw to first, but coming in to score will be Jones. So a ground out RBI for Hernandez will make it 2-0 LSU. guy still at second base. That'll bring up one of the hottest hitters of late. That's Jake Brown. Whether he's in the starting lineup or called upon as a pinch hitter, Jake Brown seeing the baseball well of late.
He really is. He's been especially damaging to right-handed pitching. He'll face the lefty Patton here.
2 gone, bottom of the first, and a 2-0 LSU lead. First delivery, fastball strike from Patton on the inside corner, makes it 0-1.
Patton with velocity with his fastball, high 80s to low 90s. That fastball was at 89.
Patton looks to second, now the 0-1. Tries the outside corner and gets it. It'll be 0-2 now to Brown. 140th plate appearance for the sophomore Jake Brown. 7 home runs, 2 triples, 8 doubles on the year. He faces an 0-2 count here with 2 down. That one at the knees down the middle for a called strike 3. So Patton records the strikeout, but the Tigers get on the board. They played 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave a man stranded. It's 2-0 LSU. We head to the top of the second inning after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
Back to Hoover with more LSU Fighting Tiger baseball from the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2-0 LSU leads. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Adam Gattuso back in the Capital One studio. Bill Franquez, Chris Blair with you here at the Hoover Met. 2-0 LSU leads. We're in the top of the second inning. Bear Harrison, the catcher, batting in the cleanup spot, will lead it off for A&M, and he falls behind quickly. 0-2 to Kate Anderson, who fanned the first 3 batters for A&M. They're in the top of the first inning. Now he's got a 2-run lead. Here's a changeup, swing and a miss, and Bear Harrison will have a seat. Give Kate Anderson 4 strikeouts. You can't do much better than that, Bill. He's faced 4 batters, got 4 Ks.
He's only thrown 14 pitches. And again, we're not expecting him to go as deep in a game as we normally would, but with this type of efficiency, maybe he will go a little farther than we anticipated. Wow, he's off to a fantastic start.
Gavin Cash now comes to the plate for Texas A&M. Cash played in 2 games in that series back in Bryan College Station as this first pitch off speed misses for ball 1. Went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Picked up 2 doubles in that series. Here's the 1-0. Reaches out, swings, puts it high in the air. Shallow right field. Jake Brown coming in full speed, and he'll have it for the second out of the inning.
And that's why you need the type of speed that Jake Brown possesses in this big ballpark. A lot of room in the outfield. Jake was playing pretty deep. Had to run a long way to make the grab, but he has excellent speed, as do Stanfield and Curiel, and that's a big factor in this ballpark.
Always is, every single year. The expanse of the Hoover Met, 335 down both lines, 405 straight away, but a lot of real estate to cover in the outfield. That'll bring Ben Royo, who had a great series against LSU back in the regular season. First delivery missing for ball one. Royo batted an even 300, went 3 for 10. Evens a count there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Royo, in fact, started that weekend down near the bottom in the order for Coach Michael Early, but moved up a little bit, batting in the 6th spot tonight. That pitch just missed, not sure where. It's 2-1 now, the count to Royo.
We should note Texas A&M, along with the injury to Laviolette, also playing without one of its best hitters tonight.
2-1, foul back near us. And it's 2-2. Glad we had that conversation on the way over to the ballpark, Bill. You know your responsibility.
Yeah, I've got to be very alert here.
We call upon you to get the Talking with Tigers interview, give great analytics here and color commentary, and protect the broadcast booth from foul balls.
Yeah, I did a poor job last year. I definitely need to step my game up.
Now a full count to Ben Royo with 2 down here in the top of the second, a 2-0 LSU lead.
But the player I'm referring to who's not playing at all tonight is Caden Sorrell. He was injured last week in the series at Georgia for Texas A&M, and he really was effective against the Tigers a few weeks ago.
Kate Anderson, outside corner, called strike 3. How about strikeout number 5 for Kate Anderson? And again, 3 up, 3 down for the Aggies here in the top of the second. Kate Anderson, I'd say, is dialed in. Coming up, the Tigers come to the plate. They lead 2-0. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the Tigers' order. Stephen Milam, Michael Braswell, and Chris Stanfield when we return to the Hoover Met on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do. Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set. Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
On the road to Omaha with LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. SEC tournament coverage continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Stephen Milam will lead it off for LSU. Bottom of the second inning, they lead Texas A&M early 2-0 after plating 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. You may recall Stephen Milam, who played incredibly his entire freshman season, really turned it on in the postseason starting here in Hoover a year ago. The 0-1 ground ball gets by a diving Hensler at third. In the left field it bounces, and Milam with a leadoff single.
Stephen Milam was phenomenal in this tournament last year. He hit .476, 10 hits and 21 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 7 RBI, and 6 runs scored. Of course, he had that dramatic walk-off home run to defeat South Carolina in the semifinal, and he picks up where he left off last year here in Hoover with the base hit.
That'll get Michael Braswell to the plate. Braswell also turned it on offensively. starting in the postseason a year ago. In fact, goes back a couple of the final weekends of SEC play. Braswell stands in, declares he wants to bunt. Patton will pitch. Braswell brings it back. It's high for ball one.
Yeah, Braswell was superb last year here in Hoover as well. In 5 games, he hit .381, 8 hits and 21 at-bats, 2 home runs, 6 RBI, 8 runs scored.
Milam with a short lead off of first. And the 1-0. Again, squared to bunt, pulls it back, pitches high, 2 balls, no strikes to Brazzi. Really thrilled for Michael last weekend. In the final regular season weekend, his return to Columbia had a solid weekend for the Tigers, even though he was not welcomed with open arms there in the South Carolina capital. Throw over to keep an eye on Milam. Not much of a threat to steal, but Patton nonetheless will get him closer to the first base bag.
He went 3 for 3 in his first game, his first return to Columbia. But you're right, he was not especially supported by the South Carolina faithful.
Again, squaring to bunt. He'll bring it back this time. The fastball is in for a strike from Patton to make it 2-1. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. You'll find your nearest location. You can order online or go ahead and download and use the app. It's Walk On Sports Bistro for the win. Runner at first, and now another throw over. Braswell clearly stating he would like to lay down a bunt, although he did pull it back early on the first offering from Patton. Slasher style. Again, he'll square to bunt with a 2-1 count. Patton looks over to first. Now bring it back and swing, and it's a ground ball right to Kent. This could be 2. Toss to Arroyo, and the relay to first in time. He races the base pads for the Tigers and records 1 and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue. Live Louisiana. We've got you. So that'll get Stanfield to the plate with 2 down. Stanfield, again, great pickup in the transfer portal this year. Former Auburn Tiger, now wearing the purple and gold for the LSU Tigers. Certainly has experience here in the SEC tournament. First delivery from Patton, fastball strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, what a great addition that Chris Stanfield has been to this LSU club. Just a first-class person and an outstanding player as well.
There's a swing and a miss. Breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but if you walk into a door or towards a door and Stanfield's near, you both will go back and forth as to who goes in first. I'm like, no, go ahead, Chris. He's like, no, you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
He's extremely polite.
The 0-2 pitch misses low, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's also LSU's leading hitter in SEC games this year. .326 average in SEC regular season games in 2025 to lead the Tigers. Jake Brown hit .324 in league games. Daniel Dickinson hit .315. Those are the Tigers' top 3 hitters in conference games.
2 outs, nobody on. LSU up 2-0. Here's the 1-2 to Stanfield. Rises high on the delivery with a fastball. Evens the count 2-2.
This will be pitch number 37 for Patton. The lefty who's run into some early difficulty, but double play may have bailed him out in this inning.
2 outs, the 2-2. Stanfield hits this one into the seats down the line and right. Out of play, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Patton's longest outing in an SEC game this year was the 6 innings he threw against LSU. He also had a 6-inning outing at Tennessee. Remember, the Texas A&M went to Knoxville, won 2 out of 3, went to Fayetteville and won 2 out of 3, and beat LSU 2 out of 3 at home.
2-2 pitch. Stanfield launches it towards the gap in left center field. Terrence Keel, though, over there to make the play. Aggie center fielder, a great first step, makes it look easy, and that's out number 3. Tigers come up empty-handed. No runs, 1 hit, but nobody left on. It's still a 2-0 LSU lead. A&M coming to the plate, 7, 8, and 9 in their order. Keel, George, and Farr when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Louisiana game night just got interesting. Play Monopoly Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. Choose your words carefully. Play Scrabble Scratch-Off. Top prize $50,000.
The game is afoot. It's a classic case of mystery and deception.
Uncover the mysteries of the new Clue Scratch-Off. Top prize is a whopping $100,000. All 3 games are available with Fast Play. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Clue, Monopoly, and Scrabble are trademarks of Hasbro.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
We head to the top of the 3rd inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Toyota Summer starts here. Sales event is on now. Start your summer right. And an exciting new Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. Terrence Keel, the Aggie center fielder, will lead things off for Texas A&M here in the top of the 3rd. Trailing LSU 2-0. Kate Anderson delivers a first pitch for a strike on the outer black, and it's 0-1. Keel batting .299 on the year. And another pitch. Outside corner, off speed, and it's 0-2.
Just 22 pitches for Anderson through the first 2 innings.
The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, but missed away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keel, the freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia. 2 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Ball pops out of the mid of Hernandez. He'll pick it up, throw down to Jones. That's a half dozen strikeouts now for Kate Anderson, who is a man on a mission to start this game.
He had 12 strikeouts in 6 innings against the Aggies 3 weeks ago in Game 1 of the regular season series. He's on a very similar pace right now with 6 through 2 1/3 innings.
Our umpires tonight: Jeff Head at first base, Eddie Newsom at second base, Brandon Cooper at third, and Brian DeBrawware behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Good to see a veteran group of umpires here in the SEC tournament. First pitch called strike to Jamal George. I recognize all 4 of those names, Bill.
And they're all well respected. DeBrawware has a very good reputation as a home plate umpire.
The 0-1 misses high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kate Anderson pumping that fastball in the mid-90s. Here's the 1-1. And the breaking ball is fouled. A little runner down the third base line. That'll move the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kate Anderson making his first career start in the SEC tournament. He did appear in this tournament as a reliever on 2 occasions last year. He threw an inning and 2/3 combined of shutout baseball. Allowed just 1 hit, had 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Gave the Tigers 2 very critical relief appearances in their wins over South Carolina that allowed LSU to advance to the championship game last year. But now he's taken over as the Tigers' #1 starter, and he's really embraced that role.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Hernandez setting up outside. The pitch is there. Swing and a miss. 7th strikeout on the night for Kate Anderson. 2 gone.
Just had Jamal George completely off balance with that 2-strike changeup. George way out in front. And Kate Anderson looks like a major leaguer right now, which is, of course, no surprise to the LSU staff.
Sawyer Farr at the bottom of the order. The left fielder for the Aggies will come to the plate with 2 down, nobody on, and trailing LSU 2-0. Pitch just missed the outside corner, and it's 1-0. You mentioned all of that Texas A&M was able to accomplish in that final month plus of regular season play. Here's the 1-0. This one's rocketed down the line, but foul towards the berm and right. Out of play, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. They had the series win in Knoxville, as you mentioned, Bill. Series win in Fayetteville against Arkansas. Took 2 of 3 from LSU. 2 weeks to go. And Missouri comes in, sweeps them.
It's unbelievable. It really is.
And then Georgia takes 2 of 3 in Athens and really put them behind the 8 ball. That pitch missing for ball 2.
When we left Bryan College Station after game 3 with the Aggies having won the series, I thought A&M was in great shape to be in the NCAA tournament, but unbelievably, they lost 3 games to Missouri at home.
2-1 delivery. Just missed the outer black. That'll move the count 3-1 to Sawyer Farr, who's got a 183 batting average on the season. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball inside corner, called strike. That'll fill it up, 3-2.
So after being swept by Missouri, then dropping 2 of 3 at Georgia to conclude the regular season, A&M really has to pile up some wins to have a chance of getting into a regional.
Payoff delivery, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Farr thought he saw ball 4, but not according to Brian DeBrawware. Cade Anderson rings up yet another strikeout. And again, the Aggies go quietly. It's a 2-0 LSU lead. Tigers coming to the plate. Top of the order, Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
The bottom of the 3rd inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
LSU leading Texas A&M. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 2-0 Tiger lead. Derek Curiel got the Tigers started. The double there in the bottom of the 1st inning scored the first run for the Tigers. First delivery missing from ball 1 from Miles Patton. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Outside portion of the plate. Patton paints it, and it's 1-1.
LSU with just 2 lefties in its lineup against Patton. Curiel, the leadoff hitter, and Jake Brown batting 6th.
Here's the 1-1. Off speed, but again, outside corner. Gets it 1-2. Now, once again, they'll move Hensler, the 3rd baseman, to the right side of second base. One ball, 2 strikes. Patton winds, a left-hander fires, and that one down the middle at the belt for a called strike 3. Curiel, a little surprised, but a good-looking pitch from Patton. And he'll record his 2nd strikeout of the night. That'll get Jared Jones to the plate. Jones aboard on a walk. Also came in to score that second run for the Tigers there in the bottom of the first inning.
Jared Jones last weekend moved into sole possession of third place on the all-time LSU home runs list. He has 61 career home runs, 19 this season.
First delivery to Jones on its way. Off speed, missed outside. 1-0.
He also received All-SEC recognition from the coaches this week, named second team All-SEC.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. Again off speed. That one floats over the plate. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, nobody on. Patton's delivery. Fouled back behind us towards the parking lot, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Patton settling in a little bit now after a tough start. He's now retired 5 of the last 6 hitters he's faced.
Tigers 2 runs on 3 hits early on in this one. The 1-2 delivery on its way. Now going to call strike 3 with a nice breaking ball. So back-to-back punch-outs, third of the night for Miles Patton, and with 2 gone, that'll get Daniel Dickinson to the plate. He laid down the sac bunt, setting up the first runs of the game for LSU. And it's been another exciting week of SEC baseball here in Hoover. Had that marathon Texas-Tennessee game. Ball's able to get by the Longhorns. 1 and done. First delivery to Dickinson from Patton misses for ball 1. Ole Miss punched their way into the semifinals earlier this afternoon with a win over Arkansas. Also, the number 2 seed, 1 and done. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dickinson.
Tigers win this game. They will play Ole Miss tomorrow, which would be great because didn't get a chance to see Ole Miss during the regular season.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 to Dickinson. Swung on, 1 hopper, and it gets by Kent. Ran right up his arm and into left center field. Kent moving to his left, tried to take it on the bounce, and it just ran right up the heel of the glove and got away from him.
See how they ruled that. It was hit extremely well by Dickinson. Not an easy play by any means. Kent had to go to his left, and the ball really came up on him quickly.
You have to give us a decision. But nonetheless, Dickinson at first base. They're going to rule that an error against Caden Kent. So the first error of the ball game. That'll get Ethan Fry to the plate. Fry with the double back to the right field wall that was mishandled by Jamal George. They ruled it a double with an RBI. Throw over to keep an eye on Dickinson. It's Daniel, 8 of 10 in stolen bases. He'll retake his lead off of first. Patton, the left-hander, looks into the right-hander, Ethan Fry. And again, we'll throw over to first.
Error number 12 this season, charged to Caden Kent. Texas A&M with a .974 fielding percentage, 50 errors committed this season. Compare that to LSU. LSU has only 36 errors this season, a .981 fielding percentage.
2 outs, runner at first, and the pitch. Call that a strike at the letters. And it's 0-1 to Ethan Fry. Patton comes set. Looks to first, and the pitch. The 0-1. Same pitch. Fastball at the letters, called strike 2.
Ethan did get a couple of opportunities as a pinch hitter last year in this SEC tournament. He did double here in Hoover.
Patton checks Dickinson at first. Now the pitch. The 0-2. Hit foul into the air towards the seats right side. Count remains 0-2.
course, he followed up that double in last season's tournament with a double in the first inning of this game to drive in the Tigers' first run.
Oh, 0-2 the count to Fry. He's been one of those guys to provide a little two-out spark from time to time. It's now another throw over to keep Dickinson close to first base. Two outs, runner at first. And again, throw over to first base to keep an eye on Daniel.
Fry's hitting over 300 with 2 outs in an inning, batting .310. He has 16 two-out RBIs.
Patton again, the left-hander comes set. 4 on the pitch clock. 2 on the pitch clock. 0 on the pitch clock, but he throws over to first. He just released that throw to first right as the 1 disappeared on the pitch clock. Still 0-2 to Fry. The pitch. Hit in the air, deep to left center field. Going back, and this one soars out of here. 2-run bomb for Ethan Fry. Home run number 12 on the season, and it's 4-0 LSU.
It's hard to put into words what a great story Ethan Fry is. Louisiana native of the small town of Rose Pine, Louisiana, entered into a recruiting class in 2023 that was dominated by so many big names along with the returning players on that team. Couldn't find his way into the lineup in 2023 on the national championship team, was plagued by injury all of last year. Otherwise, he would have been prominent in last year's club. But man, he has really taken off this season. It's a tremendous swing to give the Tigers a 4-run bulge.
Over 100 miles an hour off the bat, 399 feet over the wall in left center. It's a 4-0 LSU lead. Hernandez to the plate. Had a ground out RBI and a ground ball to Caden Kent back in the first inning. 4 runs on 4 Bingo Pest Product base hits, including the loudest one so far, Ethan Fry's 2-run bomb. Hernandez swings, sharply hit, knocked down at third by Hensler, bobbled it. The throw is in time for out number 3. That time Hensler had to go down, knocked it down, picked it up, bobbled it, and still able to make the throw in time to get Hernandez. But the Tigers put 2 more up on the board. They do it on one big bash off the bat of Ethan Fry. 4-0 Tigers lead. We head to the top of the 4th. Aggies coming to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your 4s up, throw your 4s up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your 4s up, throw your 4s up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, the number you gotta dial. Throw your 4s up.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas.
Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner.
Your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Top of the fourth inning here at the Hoover Met 2025 SEC Baseball Tournament. Your Tigers of LSU leading Texas A&M 4-0. I mentioned Chris Stanfield earlier. What a great young man he is. Great representative not only of LSU and LSU baseball, but certainly the SEC. Honored as part of the All-SEC Community Service Award team. Does a lot of great work. Did it at Auburn and then carried it over to Baton Rouge.
Does a lot of great work with the Miracle League in Baton Rouge.
Caden Kent leads it off, and pitch going to be fouled and rolls to the Tiger dugout, first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kent, who's 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout victim. 1 of 8 so far for Kate Anderson. Here's the 1-1. Left-hander swings, and a little runner down the third base line is foul. That'll get Anderson ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tiger fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets. You can be part of all the home run celebrations this season. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. Official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. Expect the expected in SeatGeek.
So this will be pitch number 40 for Kate Anderson. If LSU could get 6 innings out of Kate tonight, that would be considered a win for the Tigers.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Kent, who digs back in. Cade's 1-2. High and outside. Fastball missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anderson's 2-2 delivered. Hit in the air, down the line, left field way, but it drops foul. Bring Kent back to the plate with a 2-2 count. Tigers again with Braswell at third. Defensively, Stephen Milam, your shortstop. Daniel Dickinson at second. Jared Jones, the Bear, hovering over first base. Derek Curiel, Chris Stanfield, Jake Brown left to right. In that expansive outfield here at the Hoover Met, Luis Hernandez completes the battery with starting pitcher Kate Anderson. 2-2 the count to Caden Kent. And the pitch. Missed a little low with a breaking ball. Fills the count 3-2.
Kent is one of 3 lefties in the Texas A&M lineup to face Anderson. The leadoff hitter Kent, the number 3 hitter Laviolette, and number 5 hitter Cash batting from the left side.
Payoff delivery. That time Kent swung what I believe would have been ball 4. It was in on the hands, but he fouls it off, and that will give Anderson a chance and Kent another chance at the plate. 3-2.
Kent had a couple of hits in the regular season series against the Tigers, including a home run in Game 3 that helped the Aggies in that victory.
3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th, Caden Kent. He fouls this one back into the backstop. Still 3-2.
96 miles per hour on that fastball from Kate Anderson. Kent got a piece of it to stay alive.
Another 3-2 delivery on its way and just missed inside. Fastball at 94, right below the kneecaps. Anderson going to give up just his first base on balls here to start the top of the 4th.
First base runner of the night for the Aggies, as Cade was perfect through the first 3 innings.
Kent 4 for 4 in stolen bases on the year. So we'll see Wyatt Hensler, the Aggie third baseman, also a strikeout victim his first time up. And Anderson fanned all 3 in the first inning. Here's the first hit for the Aggies, right back up the middle to center field on the first pitch. A swing by Hensler, and now runners first and second with nobody out.
Aggies looking to respond to this early LSU outburst. Texas A&M, as we said, is a team in desperate need of wins. They've played themselves into a position where they may have to win this tournament in order to be invited to an NCAA regional. And though they've suffered a lot of difficult and debilitating injuries, it's still a very talented club.
Jace Laviolette again, surprise in the order tonight as the pitch got away from Hernandez and rolled up the third base line, and now it's going to allow Caden Kent. Very intuitive, took off once it popped out of the mitt, and he arrived safely to third base. So now runners on the corners for A&M with nobody out. That's going to bring Nate Yeske, the pitching coach for LSU, out of the dugout here, bring the infield to the mound, and can't talk it over with a 4-0 lead, but a lot of baseball left to be played. And as Bill said, Texas A&M starting to make some headwind. Nobody out, runners first and third. Fans, when the Tigers win, remember you win. Enter promo code LSU50. The day after an LSU baseball win, you'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Beautiful crowd on a beautiful night here in Hoover, Alabama. And here I was all the time leading into this tournament, wondering how the single elimination would work for attendance, and obviously shows you what I know.
Yeah, these Friday crowds have been phenomenal, both for the Ole Miss-Arkansas game earlier and this game between the Tigers and the Aggies.
Selfishly, I was more concerned about how many LSU fans who typically make this a week vacation, or at least a 4 or 5 day vacation. But LSU fans were here on Sunday and Monday. They were ready to go. 1-0 pitch to Laviolette. It's fouled left side. Evens it up 1-1. Again, Laviolette injured on a check swing hit by pitch. That did break one of his fingers.
Yeah. We're told it was his pinky finger that is broken on his left hand. It's a pain tolerance issue. It can't get any worse, is what the medical people are saying. It's just, can he tolerate the pain when he swings?
1-1. Another foul ball, this time over the third base dugout. Makes it 1-2. Laviolette has both the pinky and ring finger on that left hand, heavily taped.
You got to give credit to the young man. He is a big-time college prospect, major league prospect, sure first rounder this year. And he could easily have said, I'm done, guys. I don't want to injure myself any further. But to his credit, he's giving everything he has to try to keep Texas A&M alive this season.
Runners first and third. Here's the 1-2. And again, a swing and a foul ball out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Laviolette is Texas A&M's all-time home runs leader. It was a huge factor in their drive all the way to the College World Series finals last year, where they lost in the championship series 2-1 to Tennessee.
Batting .255. Does have 18 home runs. The pitch. And it's a ground ball. Gets by Jones at first into right field. Now will easily score Kent Hensler on his way into third, and Aggies are on the board with an RBI single from Jace Laviolette. It's 4-1 LSU, and now runners again first and third. Still nobody out.
It's a different Aggie club than the one we saw in the first 3 innings against Kate Anderson. Kent leads off with a walk. Hensler with a sharp single up the middle, and that one off the bat of Laviolette just under the glove of Jared Jones at first base. Tried to make a backhanded stop. But Laviolette, despite the hand injury, gets the RBI. Texas A&M cuts the lead to 3.
Take a little extra time, understandably, here to make sure batting gloves are exchanged for the running gloves for Laviolette. He's got oven mitts on both hands, no surprise. That'll get Bear Harrison to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He also was a strikeout victim in the second inning. Anderson now a little bit of trouble here in the 4th. First delivery off speed for a strike, 0-1.
This Texas A&M club batting .261 as a team.
The 0-1 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. It's now 0-2.
Aggies do have 95 home runs this season. Again, they've really been beset by injuries all year long. They lost their starting third baseman, Gavin Grahovac, right at the beginning of the year.
Runners first and third, nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And on the hands, another mid-90s fastball from Kate Anderson. Anderson now with 9 strikeouts. Still work to do here in the top of the 4th with Hensler in third, Laviolette at first, and now Gavin Cash to the plate. Cash, a fly ball out to Jake Brown in right field, his first time up.
Big strikeout there for Kei Anderson. Now he faces the third left-hander in the Texas A&M lineup in Cash.
First delivery. Fastball low for ball one. Delivery. Foul back on the swing from Cash, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, we talked a lot so far tonight, Bill, about Texas A&M and what it's going to take to get them to the NCAA tournament, which, again, would be the first time in forever that a preseason number 1 did not make the tournament. But LSU also may feel like they've got some work to do here in Hoover as well. Here's the 1-1. Missed down and away with a fastball. Now 2-1 to Cash. And again, RPI doesn't measure everything in the committee's decisions, but again, it's a very important part. And those things change, it almost seems, during a conference tournament week hourly. Here's the 2-1. Cash, swing and a miss on a fastball down around the kneecaps, and it's 2-2.
I think you're right. Jay Johnson feels like the Tigers are a lock right now for a top 8 national seed. And looking at the RPI right now, LSU is number 9 entering this game in RPI. But again, that's not the only factor.
2-2 in the air to left field. Sailing back is Curiel. He'll make the play. Tagging up from third will be Hensler. He'll get in easily without a throw. And the Aggies with a sac fly RBI from Gavin Cash now have cut the Tiger lead in half. It's 4-2 LSU. Is the second out of the inning, so Laviolette still at first base. And we'll see Ben Royo, the second baseman for Texas A&M, come to the plate. Royo was caught looking his first time against Anderson. Throw over to keep an eye on Laviolette. 7 of 8 stolen bases, however, with the hand injury. We're not sure how aggressive they'll be. Royo batting .256. Coming into tonight's game. There's a swing coming back just below us. Look out. Every year, get ready for this tournament. The SEC usually has a big announcement. This year, an even bigger announcement with the new format. All 16 teams coming to Hoover, single elimination. Some new additions to the ballpark. Here's the 0-1, missing low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And every year, I look to see if they've maybe added an addition, Bill, to raise the screen behind home plate. Don't know how big an expense that would be, but I'd be all for it. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Off speed, and out in front was Royo.
I'm with you because my reflexes are not what they used to be.
We'll say that again for both of us. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at first, 2 down. Anderson fires. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Royo for a second time tonight. However, the Aggies get on the board. They cut the lead in half. 2 runs on 2 hits for Texas A&M. It's 4-2. LSU coming to the plate. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Jake Brown, Stephen Milam, Michael Braswell when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Going to the track, the wall. See ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The bottom of the fourth inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your fours up.
Jake Brown leads it off for LSU. They lead Texas A&M 4-2. Bottom of the fourth inning, Miles Patton's first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Brown, who was caught looking his first time up back in the first inning. A&M able to scratch two across in the top half of this frame to make it a 4-2 LSU lead. The 0-1 to Brown. Again off speed but missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brown readies the bat. Patton's 1-1 pitch. Swung on but lifted high and foul behind the plate into the seats. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Brown very productive in last weekend's series victory at South Carolina to conclude the regular season. He hit .625 in 3 games. He was 5 for 8 at the plate with 2 doubles, a home run, an RBI, and 4 runs scored.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Patton starts the wind. Here's the delivery. And Brown launches one left center field, coming over his Keel, and Keel leaps forward, spins, somersaults, and holds on for out number 1. Great play by Keel out there in left center field. In fact, after he tumbled, he was almost in straightaway left the field.
A nice at bat by Jake Brown. 0-2, or a 2-strike pitch and a 2-strike swing. Ball was tailing away from Keel in the left center field gap, and he made a fantastic play diving to his right to grab it.
That'll get Stephen Milam to the plate. Milam with a base hit to lead off the second inning. Patton's first delivery, and Milam swings. Shallow center field fly ball. Keel coming in, settles under it. He'll have it for the second out of the inning. So quickly 2 gone. It's the game everyone loves to play. Play Scrabble Scratch Off from the lottery. You can win up to $50,000. Pick up Scrabble Scratch Off today. Must be at least 21 to purchase. So with 2 down, we'll bring Michael Braswell to the plate. He hit into a 6-4-3 double play there. He was at the plate in the second inning. Timeout going to be called by Jay Johnson. He'll bring Braswell over, talk it over with he and Stanfield, who's on deck. Right out of the textbook of Jay Johnson, 2 quick outs. Then, as you mentioned, Bill, there in the third inning, Miles Patton kind of settling down after a rough start there in the bottom of the first inning until Ethan Fry, on an 0-2 pitch, took him deep for a 2-run shot to left center field, but overall certainly has settled down from the opening frame of tonight's game.
Right, and without the error by Kent on the ground ball from Dickinson, the Tigers don't score in that inning. So Patton has done a nice job after a tough start. Unfortunately, his defense let him down in the last inning, and he was charged with 2 unearned runs.
Well, Braswell at the plate now with 2 down. And the first pitch. Down the middle for a strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1. Again, Miles Patton not overpowering with the velocity, but a much better job in location here of late. The 0-1. Trying to nibble the outside corner, just missed. It's 1-1 down to Michael.
His best outing this year was the win over Tennessee. He defeated the Volunteers in Knoxville back on April 5th. Gave up just 3 runs in 6 innings with 7 strikeouts.
1 ball, 1 strike. Braswell awaits. Patton fires. Swing and a foul into the dirt. Rolls to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, it was announced earlier, just prior to the end of the Ole Miss-Arkansas game, that maybe some weather, some scattered stuff tomorrow. Headed in here to Hoover. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs and nobody on. The pitch. Braswell again will foul it straight into the dirt left of home plate. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So with that forecast for tomorrow, the schedule tomorrow has changed. The first game between Vandy and Tennessee was scheduled to begin at noon. They've now moved that game up to 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. for the first semifinal tomorrow between Vanderbilt and Tennessee. The second game tomorrow between Ole Miss and the winner of this game between LSU and Texas A&M will begin 30 minutes after the 10 a.m. game that has concluded.
Another 1-2 delivery. Missed away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Braswell.
So if the Tigers can win this game, looking at perhaps an early afternoon start against Ole Miss. But the Tigers have a lot of work to do here tonight.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 4-2 LSU lead here, bottom of the 4th inning. Braswell trying to start a 2-out rally. The 2-2 delivery. Swats this one to center field. Keel again on the run. Almost not close enough to it, but goes down to the grass and able to scoop it up on the fly for out number 3. That one almost dropped on him too quickly, but Keel with another fine play in center field, and that'll do it for the Tigers. We've played 4 at the Hoover Met. It's 4-2. LSU leads. Aggies come to the plate, top of the 5th when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas.
Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner.
Your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Hi, I'm Olivia, an employee at BASF in Louisiana and an LSU Tiger fan. At BASF, we are committed to producing safe and reliable products that you use every day. Through science and innovation, we develop intelligent solutions for our customers and for a sustainable future. Learn more about BASF's products and find career opportunities at basf.us/Louisiana. That's basf.us/Louisiana. BASF, we create chemistry.
The powerhouse plays here. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball in the SEC Tournament from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Terrence Keel will lead it off for Texas A&M. They trail LSU 4-2, top of the 5th inning. Quarterfinals on a Friday evening from the SEC Baseball Tournament. Kane Anderson's first pitch. Off speed, missed away to the right-hander, and it's 1-0. Gives us a moment to send a very happy birthday message to the college baseball legend, Skip Bertman. Happy birthday, Coach. Pitch missing to Keel for ball 2, 2-0. And I say the legend, that's capital T, capital H, capital E.
87 years old, Coach Bertman.
2-0 pitch. I'm going to strike at the belt. Again, heavy off speed here to Keel, and it's 2-1.
And the beauty of it is that Skip is still very much engaged with the LSU baseball program and with Coach Johnson.
2-1. Just missed the outside corner. Now 3-1 to Terrence Keel. Three-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. That time in on the hands. That'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff delivery. Swing and a miss. And Kane Anderson. Strikeout number 11 on the night. 1 gone. Leadoff man retired. we'll see Jamal George. George, a strikeout victim in his own right. His first time up back in the third inning.
Big pitch there by Anderson. Back in the fourth inning, he walked Kent to lead off the inning, and that led to 2 A&M runs. Big out there to retire the leadoff hitter here in the fifth.
Jamal George, a .234 average, steps in from the right side. Braswell at third base playing even with the bag. Rest of the infield playing straight up to the right-handed hitter. And the first pitch. Big swing, but a foul over the first base dugout, out of play, and it's 0-1.
Anderson now at 70 pitches on the evening. Again, we do not expect him to go as deep into a game as he normally would.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses high, and again the fastball still firm at 94 miles per hour. It's 1-1 now to Jamal George. The 1-1 from Anderson. Swing and a miss. Gets him ahead 1-2.
Off speed that time, had George out in front.
Anderson's 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Again, pulled the string way out in front. For a second swing was Jamal George. That's strikeout number 12. Solid dozen now for Kate Anderson. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Sawyer Farr at the bottom of the order. Comes to the plate with 2 down and nobody on, and Anderson delivers a first pitch strike off speed, and it's 0-1.
Third time this season that Anderson has recorded 12 or more strikeouts in a game.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one at 79. Farr couldn't find it. It's 0-2. Tiger fans making some noise here. Anderson's 0-2 pitch and a foul ball bouncer third base side. Keeps it 0-2.
Anderson also had 12 strikeouts against this same Aggie team in the regular season 3 weeks ago. He had 14 strikeouts in that brilliant shutout victory over Oklahoma back on April 3rd.
2 outs, nobody on for the Aggies, trailing 4-2. And here's the 0-2 delivery by Anderson. In the air to center field, Stanfield. Right there on it, has it for out number 3. Aggies are done. 1-2-3 once again in the top of the 5th inning. Tigers still leading 4-2. Head to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers will have Stanfield, top of the order, Curiel and Jones. When we continue from Hoover after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for you on our mobile app or at Albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to Albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Live coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
4-2 our score. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. LSU leading by 2 runs over Texas A&M. The winner of this one take on Ole Miss tomorrow afternoon. The SEC tournament semifinals. It'll be an all-volunteer state battle as well. Tennessee and Vanderbilt will play the first game starting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Chris Stanfield will lead it off here for the Tigers. Stanfield waits on the first delivery and swings and fouls it down the third base line, and it's 0-1. Stanfield with a fly ball out to center field, his first time up in the second inning. Tigers plated 2 in the first, 2 more in the third. A&M on the board with 2 runs in the top of the fourth. Pitch down the middle from Patton, off speed, and it's 0-2 now to Stanfield.
Patton is at 68 pitches. He's worked 4 innings, allowed 4 runs, but just 2 earned on 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts.
Patton's 0-2 delivery on its way. High and inside, bends Stanfield back. It's 1-2. Beautiful night here in Hoover. Temperatures in the mid-70s, slight breeze. Here's the 1-2. Misses outside to even the count. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swung on, sharply hit ground ball right at Kemp, the shortstop. He'll pick it up, throw to first in time. Stanfield retired, 1 away. Fans, Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU athletics. We'll get the Tigers back to the top of the order. Derek Curiel, he's 1 for 2, had a double and scored back in the first. Caught looking last time in the third inning. First pitch to the left-hander. Inside, spins him away, and it's 1-0. Curiel, a great leadoff hitter in his freshman campaign. Here's the 1-0, high and inside to the left-hander. Now 2 balls, no strikes.
Curiel also earning some SEC recognition this week. Second team All-SEC and freshman All-SEC. Both he and Casey Evans named to the freshman All-SEC team. 2 of the best freshmen in the country.
2-0 pitch. Strike on the outer half, and that'll make it 2-1. Again, as I said earlier, Derek Curiel is my 2025 Freshman of the Year. Almost would like it if they had a separate division for pitchers.
I'd say the same thing.
It's a 2-1. Fouled back, evens a count 2-2. Belantis was spectacular this year as a closer.
Right.
For the Longhorns, there's no question about it. But yeah, I don't know how you compare pitching and an everyday player in the field and at the plate and what Curiel was able to do in the regular season. But I digress. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I think that's a great point. Obviously, there's an overall SEC Player of the Year and SEC Pitcher of the Year. Why not an overall SEC Freshman Pitcher of the Year and Freshman Player of the Year? Certainly, if that were the case, Derek wins that honor.
Open up your email. Let's write a strongly worded letter. Got to be somebody around here from the SEC that we can send that to. Here's the 2-2, another 2-2. And Curiel launches it to center field. Keel was playing in shallow and on the run makes the play in left center. Terrence Keel been a busy man out there in center field for the Aggies. And now there's 2 gone. That'll bring Jared Jones to the plate. Jones tonight board on a walk, scored in the first and was caught looking by Patton last time in the third inning.
Keel really has been busy out there. You know, Laviolette is Texas A&M's normal center fielder, but with the hand injury, he's only playing DH tonight. So Keel taking over in center field, doing a nice job. He's made 4 of the last 5 putouts for the Aggies.
They'll shift the defense to the left side, but before a pitch, that will send Bear Harrison, the catcher, out to talk it over with Miles Patton here. Facing Jared Jones, the Tigers' leading home run hitter with 19. Also the RBI leader with 66.
So Patton now has retired 6 in a row as he faces Jared Jones. The last base runner was Ethan Fry, who hit that 2-run homer in the 3rd inning. See, Texas A&M may have some bullpen activity right now. It's quiet right now.
It's pretty quiet down there in the left field bullpen. But
now there appears to be someone throwing. It's just hard to see the bullpen way out in left field.
Yep, looks like a right-hander.
Patton is now at 77 pitches. Looks like he'll remain in the game to face Jones. Nope, here comes Michael Early, the head coach.
So they had a meeting, able to get their reliever warm, and that'll do it. Michael Early, head coach of Texas A&M, on his way out. So with 2 outs and nobody on, Jared Jones at the plate, it appears Texas A&M going to make a call to the bullpen. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. So Miles Patton night is done. We'll tell you about the new Aggie reliever, give you his numbers, and get back to it here with LSU leading 4-2 over Texas A&M on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? With the People's Health Medicare Advantage Plan, you could get up to $280 per month to spend on utilities, healthy groceries, and over-the-counter items. $280 per month. Don't miss out on these extra benefits. Call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
On the road to Omaha with LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. SEC tournament coverage continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Just visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. It's a 4-2 LSU lead, bottom of the 5th inning here in the SEC baseball tournament from the Hoover Met. Texas A&M going to make a call for relief. Clayton Freshcorn will take over, a right-hander for Texas A&M. He comes into the game with 2 outs and nobody on. He'll face Jared Jones.
Clayton Freshcorn, sophomore right-hander out of Waller, Texas, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. We did not see him in the regular season series, but he has pitched well for Texas A&M here in Hoover. Freshcorn making his 23rd appearance of the year. He's 2-2 with a 5.32 ERA.
And the first pitch from the right-hander, called strike, breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to Jones.
Freshcorn's worked 23 2/3 innings. He's recorded 9 walks, 28 strikeouts.
The 0-1 to Jones. Hit high in the air, but foul down the right field line. Comes crashing down onto the berm. And it's 0-2 now to Jared Jones.
Freshcorn has given up 21 hits. Make that 24 hits in 23 2/3 innings. He has allowed 1 homer on the year.
And the pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Expecting Jones to pull. They'll move 3 infielders left of second base. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled back. Fastball at 93 from Freshcorn. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Freshcorn has now pitched in all 3 Aggie games here in Hoover. He worked an inning and 2/3 against Mississippi State. and pitched the third inning in the win over Auburn yesterday.
1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Got him with a slider, and Jones down on strikes. Freshcorn awfully excited about getting that strikeout. He does his job after being called upon. And the Tigers, no runs, no hits, and nobody on base. It's still a 4-2 lead. We head to the top of the 6th. Aggies have the top of the order when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
Join the school with a winning track record in education. LSU Online and Continuing Education offers over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses, meaning there's a program to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from wherever you are. From application to graduation, student support coaches provide one-on-one support to ensure you finish a champion. Start your journey at online.lsu.edu.
Tiger fans, no game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Back to Hoover with more LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
4-2 our score. LSU leads by 2 runs. Top of the 6th inning here on a Friday night from the Hoover Met. Caden Kent atop the order for Texas A&M will lead it off here in the top of the 6th. Kate Anderson back out on the bump, start his 6th inning of work, delivers a fastball strike to make it 0-1. So far, Kate Anderson through 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, and 12 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Slam down the right field line. Kent gonna wind around first. Jake Brown just now getting to the baseball. The throw, close at second, but it's dropped. Milam had it, and Kent overran the second base bag, but after he went by, Milam couldn't hold on to the baseball, and Kent will be safe at second base. Man, what a throw by Brown.
Yeah, Brown, again, the 5-tool player, a tremendous arm, great throw, and Kent slid past the bag. If Milam can just hang on, Kent's out, but the ball gets away. And Kent has a leadoff double, and A&M now with a tying run at the plate.
I'll bring Wyatt Hensler to the plate. Now, time going to be called is Nate Yeske again, the pitching coach for LSU, going to make his way out to the mound here. Hensler 1 for 2 on the night, was a strikeout victim in the first, but had a single and scored in that 4th inning. And the Aggies put 2 on the board.
Anderson's next pitch will be his 80th of the night.
Had a sense, just talking to Jay, and as we said on the broadcast, maybe take 15 to 20 pitches off a normal start, maybe an inning off the normal start. And as you said, 79 pitches thrown. What do you figure? I kind of handicapped it at 105 as a quick average of what you would expect from a start from Kate Anderson. So we are kind of approaching that.
Tigers do have the bullpen active now. We can see right-hander Chase Shores is throwing. So we'll see how much longer the Tigers opt to go with Anderson. Certainly LSU wants to win this game. The Tigers also want to be smart about it, as Jay Johnson has said.
Again, with the top of the order starting off the top of the 6th, with that middle of the order looming now with Kent with a leadoff double, you probably try your hand here with Anderson. He's been so effective tonight. First pitch to Hensler. Change up. Out in front swinging is Hensler. It's 0-1.
Hensler entered this game as the Aggies' leading hitter, .316 on the year. He's now hitting .317.
The 0-1 ground ball. Milam can't get to it. Into left field it goes. Kent will make his way into third, and just like Texas A&M did in that fourth inning, runners first and third with nobody out. Just before Anderson threw that pitch, looking at Laviolette coming to the plate, the left-hander. He's trying to guesstimate whether or not Hensler would be the final batter, but it doesn't appear to be that way, that Anderson will stay on the bump here and face Laviolette, who had an RBI single in that fourth inning in the same situation. Nobody out, runners on the corners. First pitch, fastball at 94, outside corner called strike, and it's 0-1.
And I would think this will be the last hitter that Cade will face. Hopefully he records an out to complete this outing.
Here's the 0-1 to Laviolette. Swung on, line drive shot to right field. Brown going to field it. Tagging up, though, is Kent. The throw is going to be cut off, and we got a one-run ball game. Second RBI for Laviolette. A sac fly RBI makes it 4-3.
Laviolette, despite the broken finger, 2 RBI on the night. So A&M is right back in this game after an early Tiger surge.
Harrison, the cleanup hitter now. The catcher for Texas A&M comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts to Anderson. So it appears Cade will pitch to him with a runner at first and 1 out. First to throw over to first, and Hensler, who is again 4 for 4 in stolen bases, gets back to the first base bag in time. Again, another throw over by Anderson to first. First pitch to the plate, ground ball. Milam coming in. Can he get 2? Relay to Dickinson. The throw to first to Jones in time for out number 3. Tigers turn 2 to help out Cade Anderson. However, the Aggies played 1 run on 2 hits. And it's a 4-3 LSU lead. Tigers looking to get back to offense. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It'll be the meat of the order presented by 44 Farms. Daniel Dickinson, Fry, and Hernandez when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
On the road to Omaha with LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. SEC tournament coverage continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
1-run game now, 4-3 LSU leading, bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers again able to surge early for 4 runs in the first 3 innings, but Miles Patton settled down a little bit. Now they've handed the baseball off to Clayton Freshcorn. He came in, got the final strikeout there in the bottom of the fifth. Dickinson to lead it off. They appeal down to first. They'll say he went around on a breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Dickinson with the sac bunt back in the first. Led to a couple of runs for the Tigers. Got a board on an error and scored last time. He'll foul this one off to stay at the plate, 0-2.
So as we said, this is the third straight game in which Freshcorn has appeared. He's appeared in all three games for the Aggies. An inning and 2/3. No runs, no hits, no walks, one strikeout against Mississippi State back on Tuesday. And then a third of an inning against Auburn yesterday.
Dickinson swings at another 0-2 pitch, sends it out. Foul right side.
Actually threw just 2 pitches in the game yesterday against Auburn. He threw 22 pitches on Tuesday against Mississippi State.
Here's the 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Dickinson chased ball one. That one up around his eyes, but he couldn't hold back. And Freshcorn now with his second strikeout out of the bullpen. The leadoff man retired. Look at Ethan Fry to the plate. Fry 2 for 2 so far tonight. A double with an RBI in the first. And that 2-run blast to left center field, his 12th home run of the year.
That's now 9 in a row retired by Texas A&M pitching.
First pitch to Fry. Breaking ball missed outside, 1-0.
Like that 8 in a row retired. The last base runner was Fry when he homered in the third inning. So 8 in a row retired since then.
1-0. That time outside corner with a breaking ball. Evens the count 1-1. Pitch. Outside corner again. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ethan Fry. One out, nobody on for the Tigers, leading 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Freshcorn's pitch to the plate. This time the fastball missed outside. 2-2. Freshcorn winds and delivers. Bouncer towards the shortstop. Backhanded by Kent. Throw to first in time. Beating the speedy Fry for the second out of the inning. See Luis Hernandez. He had an RBI ground out in the first, and last time in the third, a ground ball out to Hensler at third base.
So now that is 9 in a row retired by the Aggies staff, Patton and Freshcorn.
See if Hernandez can start a 2-out rally here. Tigers trying to break that 9 straight retired. There's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to Hernandez. Here's the 0-1. Missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Luis.
Love to see Luis get on and give Jake Brown a chance to swing against a right-handed pitcher for the first time tonight.
Here's the 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. Make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs, nobody on. The 2-1. Again, slider missed away. 3-1.
Good job by Hernandez to lay off those sliders from Freshcorn.
Yeah, late break on a couple of those sliders we've seen so far. Fastball 93, 94 miles an hour. We'll see what he offers here. The 3-1. Hernandez swings and misses. A pitch that was outside, and that'll fill the count 3-2. Look, another slider went right back to it. Payoff delivery. Ground ball. Bouncer to Kent at shortstop. Charging in. The throw to first in time. And the Tigers can go quietly here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody touches base. It's still a 4-3 LSU lead as we head to the top of the 7th here in Hoover. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. Need funds to help with your financial situation? Republic Finance is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and has served the SEC area since 1952. Check out our loan options to see how we may help you. Visit a local branch or get pre-qualified online at republicfinance.com/tigers.
Not all consumers are eligible to apply online. Secured loans are available exclusively in branch and have collateral and insurance requirements. Standard loan terms, rates, and fees apply based on your state. All loans are subject to approval pursuant to standard underwriting criteria. Not all consumers will qualify. For more information, call 833-907-1737.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
It's go time. The most sought-after pregame ticket in Baton Rouge can be yours with Revelry, the gold standard of full-service tailgating. Grab your lucky jersey and hat. We'll handle all the rest. Let our winning team take care of your team. Stand right up and roar for more. Tigers that snooze, lose. So reserve your turnkey space for football season while they last. Revelry, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics. Visit revelryteam.com today. It's go time.
Back to Hoover and live coverage of the 2025 SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We head to the top of the 7th inning here in the quarterfinals on a Friday night. LSU and Texas A&M, the Tigers leading 4-3, and got to admit, a little surprise here. Kate Anderson's night is done. Solid performance with 12 strikeouts for the Tigers starter, but Anthony Ianson comes out of the bullpen for LSU. He's going to take the mound in a relief appearance here at the top of the 7th inning with a 1-run lead.
You know, it's interesting. I thought I spotted Ianson down in the bullpen, but I didn't think he was actually warming. I thought he was just down there with the other pitchers. But here he is. We did not expect to see this. But Ianson now called upon here to hold on to this Tigers 1-run lead.
Gavin Cash will lead it off for the Aggies, in the first pitch misses outside to the left-handed hitter, and it's 1-0. Cash tonight 0 for 1. Fly ball out to Brown in right field in the second, and I had a sac fly RBI to left in the fourth. Now a fastball at 97 from Ianson for a strike to even it up 1-1.
Ianson, the junior right-hander, Lakewood, California. It's been spectacular this year.
1-1. Hammered to center field on a frozen rope. Stanfield trying to go for the diving catch, and it gets by him. It's headed all the way to the wall. Cash around second. The throw just now coming in. They're going to hold him up at third. Wow. Saw an in-the-park home run earlier today, and that one, I've got to admit, once it got by Stanfield, there was a lot of real estate behind him. Luckily, Cash maybe not fleet of foot to get around third, but my goodness, just whiffed the glove of Stanfield, who was diving head first towards home plate. The tying run for Texas A&M now just 90 feet away with nobody out in the top of the 7th.
So credit a triple for Gavin Cash.
That'll get Royo to the plate. Little runner down the third base line. Braswell, bare hands, throws to first, and it got away from Jones. And we're tied. Around second into third, and LSU has the wheels falling off here in the top of the 7th inning. Cash comes in to score. Jay Johnson out there now arguing that the ball may have hit the runner headed to first. I don't know. I have to see that on replay, but so LSU is going to challenge the play at first base to see possibly runner interference. Is my guess, Bill. Again, I haven't seen the replay in real time. Could not tell if it was just a bad throw tell us much. Got by Jones at first on the barehanded throw by Braswell. Oh, I got to admit, though, I don't have the rule book on me.
Well, yeah, his elbow did hit Jarrett's glove.
Yeah, I mean, and he almost, that's what I was going to say, he kind of extended that arm out, which again did hit the glove. So we'll see what the ruling is. LSU challenging the play at first, and here we go. Yeah, so the runner goes back to third, and the runner at first is out with interference from Royo. So take a run off the board. So a smart and wise challenge for Jay Johnson in a critical moment in this game where LSU had some non-plays, as Coach Johnson likes to call them. Not ruled errors, but non-plays to say the least. And now Michael Early going to come out and talk with the home plate umpire. So the score goes back 4-3. LSU leads by a run. They put Cash back at third, and there's one out with Royo ruled runner interference. So a big break for LSU. So back to a 4-3 Tiger lead. And that gets Terrence Keel to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts to Anderson's. The breaking ball from Ianson missed outside, and it's 1-0.
Anthony looking for a strikeout here. Any ball put in play will likely score the run.
The 1-0 sent back foul off the bat of Keel. What a sequence here in the top of the seventh. 1 ball, 1 strike to Terrence Keel. Ianson, as he squares the bunt, lays it down the first base side. The runner did not come home from third.
Wow.
Cash was halfway down the line, stopped and turned back. Ianson just kind of turned his head and looked at him, and then quickly turned back to first to get the second out. And Gavin Cash turned and went back to third. I thought with a first base side bunt, that was going to be an easy score.
It certainly did appear that way. I don't know why Cash decided to stop, because it appeared as if he was going to score. Anthony was off the mound to the right side toward first base. He looked toward third, saw that Cash wasn't coming, wheeled and fired to first for the out.
So a non-play by LSU. It turned into a triple, and now a non-play for Texas A&M with 2 outs and a runner at third. Still 4-3 LSU leading. First pitch to Jamal George, missed for ball 1 from Ianson. George tonight also 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts to Kate Anderson. The 1-0 off speed and catches the outside corner. Evens the count 1-1.
Well, Ianson, as we know, had a great outing against Texas A&M just 3 weeks ago. Through a complete game, 3-hitter, allowed just 1 run to the Aggies in that outing as Michael Early calls timeout.
So they'll bring Cash, George, and Farr all huddle up by the third base dugout of Texas A&M.
This is Ianson's first relief appearance of the year, of course, his 15th appearance overall. He's 9-2 with a 2.88 ERA. Coming in, he had worked 81 1/3 innings, allowing 64 hits and 26 earned runs. He has 30 walks, 121 strikeouts. He's number 3 in the nation in strikeouts this season. Opponents are hitting .213 against Ianson, and again, he was outstanding 3 weeks ago against this Texas A&M club, throwing a complete game, 3-hitter, allowed just 1 run in 9 innings on 3 hits. He had 1 walk and 14 strikeouts, and he could certainly use a strikeout here. Now Texas A&M is going to go to a pinch hitter in the middle of the at-bat and bring up a lefty hitter.
So Jamal George going to sit back down, and A&M going to call upon Hayden Schott, 6'2" grad student out of Newport Beach, California. Schott will be the pinch hitter with a 1-1 count to face Ianson. Again, the Aggies with a runner at third, 2 down, trailing by a run to LSU 4-3. Ready to go, Ianson fires. Down the middle for a strike with a 96-mile-an-hour hammer fastball, and it's 1-2 to the pinch hitter, Hayden Schott. 216 average coming into this at bat. Got a runner at third, 2 down, a 1-run LSU lead, 4-3. Tiger fans trying to make some noise here. Lift up Anthony Ianson. The 1-2 delivery. Fouled back, out of play. Still 1-2.
And don't be deceived by Schott's batting average. Hitting just 216, but he does have 34 runs batted in this year. He's a veteran player. He's played in a lot of big games for the Aggies. This is one of those pressure situations.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. Ianson kicks and fires. Breaking ball just missed outside. And looping curve, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hayden Schott. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. Here in the 7th. Ianson's pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Hayden Schott down on strikes, and the Tigers hold on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Crazy, crazy, crazy top of the 7th inning. Anthony Ianson with the punch out, able to keep it a 4-3 LSU lead. Tigers need some offense. Jake Brown will lead it off, followed by Milam and Braswell, 6, 7, and 8. When we continue from Hoover on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do. Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set. Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The 7th inning stretch, presented by Coushatta Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet. Now, back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
4-3, LSU leads by a run, bottom of the 7th inning. Here at the Hoover Met, Jake Brown leads it off. The changeup from Freshcorn elicits a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. Strike on the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. The Brown leading things off. Brown tonight facing a right-handed pitcher for the first time. Caught looking by the starter Patton in the first, and a fly ball out to center last time in the 4th. Here's a swing, and he fouls it straight into the dirt. Still 0-2 the count to Brown. The Tigers took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st inning, added 2 more in the bottom of the 3rd. Texas A&M, though, would get going with 2 runs in the 4th. They added 1 more in the top of the 6th. And dang near added a couple more in the 7th. Brown hit one down the line at first. Going to be short hop handle by Gavin Cash. He'll step on the bag for out number 1. Sharply hit, but right at the Aggie first baseman. So one away, and we'll see Stephen Milam. He'll bat from the left side, the switch-hitting sophomore from Las Cruces, New Mexico. He's 1 for 2 on the night, had a single back in the second. Fly ball out to Keel in center field his last time in the fourth.
Tigers need to find a base runner. That's 11 in a row retired by Texas A&M pitching.
First pitch, missed outside, 1-0 to Milam.
Tigers' last base runner was Ethan Fry when he hit the 2-run homer in the fourth, giving LSU at the time a 4-0 lead.
The 1-0 to Milam. Fastball from Fresh Corn on the inside corner to even it up. One ball, one strike. Presscorn's pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss with a breaking ball that dropped down inside to the left-handed hitting Milam. Now 1-2. Sam Erickson, by the way, takes over defensively in right field for Texas A&M after they pinch hit shot for George. Here's the 1-2 to Milam. Another swing and a miss on the same breaking ball that dropped in right over the shoe tops. So Fresh Corn. Again, his third appearance on the week, but he's got 3 punch-outs now. And as Patton settled down, the Aggie starter, they have retired hitter after hitter for LSU since, what, Ethan Fry's home run?
Ethan Fry's home run, the last Tiger base runner. That's now 12 in a row retired by Patton and Fresh Corn.
Michael Braswell now at the plate. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch. Fastball inside at the hands, and it's 1-0.
Tigers got off to such an electric start offensively, but bats have been silent since that third inning.
The 1-0 to Braswell. Fastball low. 2-0 the count. Tigers 4 runs on 4 Bingo Pest product base hits and 1 LSU online home run from Ethan Fry, but that came way back in the bottom of the third inning. 2 outs and the 2-0 pitch. Braswell swings and fouls it back. Now 2-1. Things heating up. But fans, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice since 1997. Check them out online at slowmeltice.com. That's SLOMELTICE.com. 4-3. LSU leads, 2 outs and a 2-1 pitch to Braswell, and that's a called strike at the letters. Now 2-2. A&M's out hit the Tigers 5-4. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside with the heat. Fills the count 3-2. Need a solid at bat here. Find a way to get on base. Get Stanfield to the plate. Try to apply some pressure on this Aggie defense. Payoff delivery to Braswell. Swung on in the air to right field. Erickson, though, trailing back and shy of the track. He's got it for out number 3. Again, the Tigers find nothing in the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. We head to the top of the 8th. LSU leading by a run over Texas A&M 4-3 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Looking to make your next corporate event, church festival, or school field day the best one yet? Well, look no further than Grayson's Events and Entertainment. They have it all, from carnival rides to mechanical bulls, inflatables, and much more. They truly are your one-stop shop for all your party and event rental needs. Give them a call at 225-436-6520 and use promo code RADIO25 on your next order at Grayson'sEventsEntertainment.com. Louisiana's best event specialist. You won't be disappointed.
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
Postseason Powerhouse Baseball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball in the SEC Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Sawyer Farr, bottom of the order for Texas A&M, will lead it off here in the top of the 8th with LSU holding on to a one-run lead, 4-3. Thanks to a successful challenge, we're not in a tie game. After A&M came out swinging, caused all kinds of trouble for LSU defensively there in the top of the 7th inning, but Anthony Ianson able to keep them scoreless in that frame. Breaking ball from Anthony, in for a strike, evens a count 1-1 to Farr, who on the night 0 for 2. The 1-1. Ground ball, bouncer foul, first base side. Gets Anthony ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't let AC outages keep you on the bench this summer, fans. Text the words home run to 31996 and get a $59 AC system check. Accutemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Ianson. Swing and a miss. And Anthony Ianson out of the bullpen tonight, now with 2 punch-outs. 1 gone.
Big out there for Ianson. The last thing you wanted to do was to allow the number 9 hitter to reach and then bring this top of the order up. The top 3 hitters in the A&M lineup have done just about all the damage for them offensively. Kent, Hensler, and Laviolette. Now at least Kent's batting with no one on base.
4 for 7, those 3 atop the order so far tonight for Texas A&M. Starting with Caden Kent. First pitch. Off-speed breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kent struck out to Anderson back in the first to start the game. Board on a walk and scored in the 4th, and a double and scored in the 6th. Here's a swing and a miss. Chases one low, and it's 0-2. Tigers will now shift right of second base. Milam on the right side of the diamond with the left-handed hitter. The 0-2 bouncer. Braswell playing at shortstop position. Charges in, makes the play, throws to first in time. 2 gone. That was so funny. Right before that pitch, they had moved Braswell closer to second. I saw him look into the dugout. They moved him a little bit to the left, and it happened to be perfect on that bouncing ground ball.
And Braswell very familiar, of course, with that shortstop position. He played it very well for the Tigers last year and has transitioned seamlessly over to third, with Milam playing arguably the best shortstop in the country this year.
Wyatt Hensler now at the plate. He's been hard to put away tonight. He's 2 for 3. Anderson got him with a strikeout in the first when he struck out the side in that first frame. Hensler, though, with a single and scored in the 4th. Board on a base hit in the 6th inning. 1-0 to the right-handed hitter. Ianson's 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball sent straight up into the air. Foul territory, first base side. Jones coming over near the dugout with room and has it for out number 3. Tigers make quick work of the Aggies there in the top of the 8th inning. Looking for insurance runs. They lead 4-3. Tigers coming to the plate in the bottom of the 8th. Stanfield, top of the order, Curiel, then Jones on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time, and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Live coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
4-3 our score. LSU leading Texas A&M. Bottom of the 8th inning. The winner moves on to the semis tomorrow to take on Ole Miss. Stanfield looking for his first knock of the night. Pitch from Freshcorn, a called strike, and it's 0-1. You know, it seems to me, Bill, we've talked about LSU has been quiet since that bottom of the 3rd inning. It almost seems like the Tigers are pressing just a bit in swing mode. There's a swing. High in the air to left center field, but going back again is Terrence Keel, and he adds another put out to his ledger tonight, one away on a fly ball out from Chris Stanfield. But I don't know that Freshcorn has really been pushed to a lot of 3-ball counts here since he's taken over out of the bullpen.
I think you're right. And to be fair, LSU has had some pretty good swings, but in this big ballpark, sometimes it's tough to get base hits, especially with Keel roaming center field. He's done a very nice job and recorded several putouts out there for the Aggies.
Now we'll see Derek Curiel atop the order. Derek had a double to start back in the 1st inning. He swings and fouls this one back, and it's 0-1. Since then, caught looking in the 3rd, and one of those fly ball outs to center field last time in the 5th inning.
14 straight Tigers now retired by the Aggies.
Here's the 0-1 to Curiel. Bouncer foul down the first base line. Now 0-2 quickly. It's kind of been a broken record for Clayton Freshcorn. 0-2, 1-2. Curiel widens his stance at the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This time another slow bouncer, but foul. First base line. Still 0-2 the count.
Derek's been very good against right-handed pitching, especially this year. Coming into tonight's game, hitting .429 against right-handed pitchers. Can he finally break this string of 14 straight retired Tigers?
The 0-2. And this one sent foul down the left field line into the seats. Still 0-2 the count. Serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food. I don't have to say it. You already know. It's TJ Ribs, located at 2324 South Acadian Thruway in Baton Rouge. Another 0-2 delivery and a swing and a miss. Breaking ball, and Curiel swings over the top. Freshcorn with his 4th strikeout. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Oh, what an outing for Clayton Freshcorn. Again, this is a guy we didn't even see in the series in College Station 3 weeks ago. He had an awful outing against Missouri the following week when Missouri swept the Aggies, but he pitched effectively in relief against Georgia to conclude the regular season and has been very effective here in Hoover.
Jared Jones stands in. Expect to see a lot of those sliders. And there's the first, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Tigers had 4 runs on 4 hits at the end of 3 frames. They've been stuck there ever since. Here's the 0-1, another slider, another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And Freshcorn slider got that late break. Great command and control for the right-hander so far. 2 outs, the 0-2, and another slider. And a swing and a miss. And Jones down on strikes. And Freshcorn with 5 punch-outs. And the Tigers go quietly and quickly in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the top of the 9th. It's a 1-run game. LSU leading 4-3. A&M coming to the plate They'll have 3, 4, and 5, the heart of their order. Laviolette, Harrison, and Cash when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Louisiana game night just got interesting. Play Monopoly Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. Choose your words carefully. Play Scrabble Scratch-Off. Top prize $50,000.
The game is afoot. It's a classic case of mystery and deception.
Uncover the mysteries of the new Clue Scratch-Off. Top prize is a whopping $100,000. All 3 games are available with Fast Play. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Clue, Monopoly, and Scrabble are trademarks of Hasbro.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo roach spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo roach spray.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Back to Hoover with more LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the SEC Baseball Tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 9th inning. Aggies coming to the plate. Tigers leading 4-3. Baseball in the hand of Anthony Ianson. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the Aggie order, starting with Jace Laviolette, who's 1 for 2 with a couple of ribby on the night. First delivery, a fastball missing, not sure where, but it's 1-0 to start off Laviolette. He was struck out looking by Anderson in the first, and an RBI single in the 4th, and a sac fly RBI in the 6th. This pitch, strike on the inside corner off speed, and it's 1-1 now to Laviolette. Winner of this one takes on Ole Miss tomorrow in the second of 2 semifinal games here from the Hoover Met. The 1-1. Fastball again missed the outer black according to Brian DeBrawware. And it's 2-1. Jim Laviolette expecting to pull. They move 3 infielders right of second base. Braswell playing in the shortstop position. 2-1. Missed inside off speed. Now 3-1 to Laviolette. Incredible to see Laviolette in the lineup after what we saw yesterday. The 3-1. That one does catch the outer half off speed, and that'll fill the count 3-2. Broke his pinky finger on the left hand on a check swing hit by pitch in that game against Auburn. Ianson, 3-2 delivery, and it's fouled back out of play. Still 3-2. Quick reminder again, with the summer months coming up, don't let your AC go on the fritz. Text the words home run to 31996. Get a $59 AC system check from Accutemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. 3-2 the count to Laviolette. It took a little extra time. Now they'll clean home plate. Tigers again, 4 runs on 4 hits, all coming in the first 3 frames. Texas A&M 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error tonight. Payoff delivery. Swing and a miss. The fastball finds the hole in the bat of Laviolette. Huge punch out for Ianson. His 3rd out of the bullpen tonight. 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Laviolette went after it, swung right underneath the baseball. Now we'll see Bear Harrison. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of strikeouts, hit into a double play back in the 5th. First delivery, fastball strike at 96 to make it 0-1. With one out, the 0-1 pitch. Harrison drives it high and deep, but foul right field way into the berm. And Ianson works ahead, 0-2. In the first semifinal game, will be an all-Tennessee affair. Vandy and Tennessee will meet up. They move the games up due to maybe inclement weather later in the afternoon and evening. It'll be a 10 a.m. Central start for Vandy and the Vols. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good 0-2 pitch missed outside. Harrison not willing to chase, and it's 1-2. Ianson's pitch. Inside corner called strike 3. Harrison down on strikes. Ianson with punch out number 4. 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Now to bring Gavin Cash to the plate with 2 down, top of the 9th, and a 4-3 LSU lead. Cash is 1 for 2. Had the triple that started the craziness there in the top of the 7th inning, but he could not score. First pitch to the left-hander, missed low and outside with a fastball, and it's 1-0 from Ianson. Cash standing at third base on a bunt attempt, but did not come in to score on a bunt to the right side. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Texas A&M working with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 1-1 from Ianson. Off speed, but he went around. Cash couldn't hold back on a pitch that tailed into the left-handed hitter. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Could the season be on the line for the Aggies? Have they done enough? Can Ianson close the door with 2 outs? The 1-2 pitch just missed the outside corner. Fastball just off the plate. It's now 2-2. Two-two delivery. That fastball was in the dirt, hit in front of the plate. That'll fill the count, 3-2. Ianson upset with himself, just lost the grip. Threw it in there at 97 miles an hour, but it took a bounce about 6 inches in front of home plate. So now with 2 outs and a 4-3 lead for LSU here in the top of the 9th. Ianson set to deliver a payoff pitch. Here it comes. Missed outside with a breaking ball. That puts Gavin Cash representing a potential tying run aboard at first base. With 2 down in the top of the 9th as Ianson relinquishes his first walk of the evening. They'll go to a pinch runner for Cash. Nathan Tobin, a freshman out of Hazlet, Texas. Probably a strong message there from Michael Early. Cash unable to score there in the 7th inning on the bunt to the right side of the infield. That's going to bring Nate Yeske, though, out for LSU, the pitching coach, making another trip to the mound here. With 2 outs and a runner at first and a 1-run game, 4-3. Fans help shape the future of medicine. With Velocity Clinical Research, participants can receive compensation, access new potential medicines, and get free study-related exams. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. Meeting continues on the mound here. Tigers trying to hold on to a 1-run lead, punch their ticket to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. Again, 10 a.m. will be the first game, Central Time, between Vanderbilt and Tennessee here at Hoover Met. Second semi will get underway about 30 minutes following that one. So expect the winner of this one and Ole Miss to get underway maybe around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Coach Yeske now finished with his meeting. Infield take their respective positions. Luis Hernandez headed back to the plate. Runner at first with 2 down. Ben Royo coming to the plate now. 0 for 3 on the night in the 6-0. Couple of strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging, and a ground out to Braswell, third base side, back in the 7th. That was the big play on the runner interference. After it looked like we were tied, LSU challenged. They overturned the call, and it's a 4-3 LSU lead. First pitch to Royo. Fastball at 95, a called strike, and it's 0-1. In Texas A&M, coming into this matchup tonight, 30-25, 11-19, their SEC record in the regular season. The 0-1, fouled off the bat of Royo, and it's now 0-2. Expect to see Tiger fans rise to their feet, try to lift up. Anthony Ianson making his appearance out of the bullpen tonight in relief of Kate Anderson, who finished the game with 12 strikeouts. 2 outs, runner at first, and an 0-2 count to Ben Royo. Ianson comes set. From the belt, the 0-2. Missed away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Tobin, the pinch runner, over at first. Ianson's 1-2 delivery. It's a base hit into right field. Jake Brown coming up around second, headed to third is the pinch runner Tobin. And Ben Royo with his first hit of the night keeps the game going here with 2 outs. Now runners on the corners, and that will bring Terrence Keel, the second, to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Just a great piece of hitting that time from Royo, who picked up his first hit. Drove it through the right side. So the plot thickens here in the top of the 9th inning. Keel, couple of strikeouts, trying to lay down that bunt in the 7th inning. There's a swing and a miss. A breaking ball down and away to the right-hander, and it's 0-1. Tobin at third, the pinch runner. Royo at first base for the Aggies. With 2 outs, Ianson's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball dropped off the table. Keel swings over it. It's 0-2. Two outs, top of the 9th. Runners first and third for the Aggies. Keel at the plate. Ianson's 0-2 pitch. Ground ball towards the shortstop Milam. He'll flip it to Dickinson at second base, and the Tigers win. Tigers win. They hold on to a 4-3 victory, and LSU is moving into the semifinals of the 2025 SEC baseball tournament. Did the season end for the Aggies here tonight in Hoover? We'll all have to wait and see on Monday. But the Tigers get the win tonight to move on. And on the 2025 season, Tigers go 2-2 with head-to-head matchups with Texas A&M. Final tonight at Hoover, 4-3. LSU with the victory. They'll take on Ole Miss tomorrow for a chance to punch their ticket to the championship game. Final once again from the Hoover Metropolitan Stadium, LSU 4, Texas A&M 3 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Right, your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas.
Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner.
Right, your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
Do you hear that? Alligator mating season in the Louisiana swamp.
Yeah, baby. There's just something about the scent of the magnolias and the sound of the swamp creatures all singing in sweet harmony that reminds me of...
The New Orleans medley from Acme Oyster House.
Red bean